Hello and welcome to Havana Media, and of course, this is always your home for real stories and honest news. Now, first things first, today we bring you a very powerful story from President William Ruto's trip to Qatar, a story that has sparked very big conversations in Kenya. President Ruto has openly admitted that Kenya is facing a serious power shortage. He said that between 5 and 10 p.m., the government is forced to do load shedding, meaning some areas have to lose power so that others can have electricity. Now, speaking during his official visit to Qatar, President Ruto said, in Kenya between 5 p.m. and 10 p.m., we have to do load shedding. We have to shut off power in some areas to be able to power others because our energy is not enough.
We need to generate energy. We need to generate electricity. As I talk to you, we have 2,300 megawatts. The whole country. How much? 2,300. Tulienda na kimbelembele yetu tukaenda tukanegotiate na Microsoft na G42 tukanegotiate. You know, when I went for the trip, I went to the United States with Biden. So we signed an agreement there between G42 of UAE, Microsoft of America, and Kenya to establish data centers. Sindio? Sasa wakati nimerudi nyumbani haya tumeanza data center. Tukaambiwa one data center requires 1,000 megawatts. Na tuko na 2,300. Tuko na 2,300 megawatts the whole country. So ili tufanye hiyo data center, we have to shut down half the country. So we need to have, if we have to industrialize, if we have to engage in manufacturing, we need minimum 10,000 megawatts of energy. And we need it like yesterday. Today, in Kenya, jioni between 5 and 10 p.m., we have to do load shedding. We have to shut off some areas to be able to power other areas because our energy haitoshi.
Those words have hit home for many Kenyans who have been experiencing frequent blackouts and unstable electricity. It was the first time the president publicly admitted that Kenya's energy production cannot meet the Kenya's growing demand. Now, for many citizens, especially business owners and families who rely on electricity daily, this statement confirmed what they have already been feeling, that the lights going off every evening are not by accident, but a sign of deeper problems in the power sector. Now, let me explain what load shedding really means. Load shedding is when electricity companies deliberately cut power in some areas to avoid the entire national grid from crashing. It's just like when there is not enough food for everyone in the country. Some people have to wait their turn so that they may eat. In Kenya's case, this means Kenya Power has to switch off power in some regions during peak hours, maybe from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. when most people are home using lights, TVs, and cooking. This kind of power management shows that Kenya's electricity supply is struggling to keep up with the growing number of users in the industry. So, the question is, why is Kenya running short of power? Many experts say that there are several reasons. Let me highlight them. Number 1, low water levels in dams have reduced hydropower generation. Number 2, some power stations are old and inefficient, producing less than they should. And number 3, Kenya's population and industries are growing so fast and energy production has not kept pace. At the same time, the cost of important fuel for thermal power plants has really gone up, making it expensive for the country to generate enough energy. All these challenges have created the perfect storm that now leads to power cuts in many parts of the country. The impact of this blackout is very, very huge. Small businesses just like salons, cyber cafes, and welding shops lose money every evening when the lights go off. And families are forced to use candles or kerosene lamps, and many students also struggle to study at night. Hospitals, security systems, and even small farms that use electric pumps all suffer. And now, many Kenyans have taken to social media to complain, saying that while the electricity bills keep rising, the power itself is unreliable. This situation has caused frustrations and fear as people wonder what the future holds if power shortages continue.
I was in Ethiopia last month. Tulienda kufungua dam hapo. That one dam is generating 5,400 megawatts. 2.5 times our whole power in Kenya. One dam. Mnaona si tuko na shida? Tuko na problem.
In his Qatar address, President Ruto said his government is working to solve the energy crisis. He mentioned that Kenya is planning to invest more in geothermal and solar energy and attract international partners to boost the country's power supply. The goal, he said, is to make Kenya self-sufficient in energy and stop depending too much on water and fuel. He also assured Kenyans that more projects are coming soon to expand energy generation and reduce load shedding. Now, after Ruto's remarks went viral on social media, the social media itself exploded with very many mixed reactions. Some people appreciated his honesty, saying it's better for the president to admit the problem than to hide it. Others on the social media itself criticized the government, asking why power generation hasn't improved after years of promises and taxes. Many Kenyans asked tough questions like, for example, how can a country with so much potential still struggle with electricity in 2025? For them, Ruto's words were not just news, they were a wake-up call. Energy experts, they say this is a turning point for Kenya. The country must move fast to increase production and modernize the grid. They say renewable energy like solar, wind, and geothermal could be the long-term answer. If you don't know, Kenya already leads Africa in green energy, but experts say the challenge is distribution. Getting that power to every home is efficiently and affordably. Without strong planning and funding, Kenya may continue to face blackouts even as it generates more energy. So, what do you think about President Ruto's statement in Qatar? Do you believe Kenya can fix its power shortage soon? What I want you to do is share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the story, of course, make sure to like, subscribe, and share the video to help more people in the country and all over to stay informed. This is Havana Media, where we tell stories that matters, simple, clear, and real. My name is Oduor Billy. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.